Hello YouTube, it's me Nightwheel. I'm finally back, and quite soon the title of this video is a thrift find. Well, more than just thrift finds, convention finds, Goodwill finds, Craigslist finds. So let's get started. We'll start with the convention finds first. So we'll grab it back over here with stuff. This past summer so far, I've been to a convention in Paducah, Kentucky called OMG Con. And I also went to a convention in Clarksville, Tennessee called Daycon. Daycon is actually still going at the time of this filming this video, but I only went able to go yesterday, so wasn't able to do all I want to do. But finances are finances. So we'll start out with some of the stuff here from, I guess, both conventions. I bought a lot of grab bags, so I got a lot of stuff like a lot of these anime stickers. Let's see here. More anime stickers, although yeah, I think these are Gundam, and this is maybe Sailor Moon or something. Oh, I don't know. Don't yell at me, YouTube, please. I got it wrong. I'm not really well versed in anime yet. This poster I got from Daycon in a grab bag. Let's see, some kind of Japanese boy band or something like that. It's from 2005 or something, or no, yeah, 2005. Okay, whatever. Still, it's some kind of Japanese boy band. Or was a boy band. Maybe they're gone now. I don't know. Got a bunch of animes from the Daycon. I mean, not Daycon. I mean OMG Con. Got the OVA for Grappler Baki, which a lot of you probably know as Baki the Grappler, but this is what came before the actual anime series. Got something called Bionic Soldier Borgman. Need to watch it. It sounds like a pretty good anime. Got a build-to-price grab bag. Got this Spirit Warrior. I'm not too much of a fan of him, but I got another one, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. And I got this is Moonlight Mile. It's like a very interesting premise. It's kind of based around like a space setup, so it's gonna be interesting enough for me. I mean, I saw it like there on the back here. There's a space shuttle thing or whatever, and there's a bunch of weird stuff. So let's see here what other things we can find. I got this went on the Daycon yesterday. This is a Raminad, I believe it's pronounced. Please don't try to butcher my language skills, please. Got these Pac-Man candies, which they're pretty nice. I like the lemon flavor. I'll get that later. Got some kind of weird thing from Daycon. This is all my stuff from Daycon basically came from a grab bag, except for one or two items. We don't know exactly which, my friends and I don't know exactly which anime this comes from, but it's definitely handmade. It's made out of the, those beads you put on a board and you iron them to make them stick together. But it's cool looking, I guess. Feel free to put in the comment section what you think that is. From the Daycon grab bag, I got these Gears of War stickers. They're sort of like, kind of similar like to this site here, but you have the Gears of War symbol and the Epic Games logo. I got this from OMG Con. It's a Super Famicom title, Samurai Spirits. It's supposed to be a really good game, and I guess I want to play it. I'm going to get my some Super Nintendo fixed and mod it to play international games, but I couldn't a piece of plastic in the console. But there's that. Some kind of postcard thing. Oh yeah, it's just a thing to talk about the upcoming convention. This is upcoming convention too. I got this Japanese Sonic the Hedgehog lanyard. It's a pretty nice one. It's got stuff like Sonic Heroes, and it talks about Silver on it, and it also has like Sonic riding reminiscent of either Sonic figurines or Sonic and the Black Knight, the Dark Knight, or whatever it is. So that's pretty cool. It's very high quality too. It's very nice, well printed. So we can get close enough to you guys to get a better look at it. But yeah. Let's see, anything else in the bag? I got some candies I got. Nothing too important. OMG Con 2014 pen, excuse me. They were promoting their con at Daycon. Then I got this Legend of Zelda Triforce shield emblem thing. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, there's that. And lastly, yeah, I'm going to have to cover this up carefully. I got a Professor Shy Guy CD. It's his CD Egotica. It's signed, that's why I'm covering my name up on it. But yeah, it's very cool. Here's the inside, as you can see. Very nice CD. But yeah, I like it. I like the chiptune style of it. Moving away from convention finds, although we'll go back to something that was found while I was at the convention, but we didn't find it at the convention. But my big convention being Daycon, because the one big thing in this video is actually came while we're in Clarksville be at Daycon. Alright, so we're switching gears here to a Craigslist find. A couple of weeks ago, some guy on Craigslist was trying to sell 4 Ataris for 3 Ataris for $20. I'll get back to the 4 here in a moment. So, thinking I can make a little bit extra money, which I haven't made money on them yet, but I decided to buy them. So, when I got there, the dude was like, I decided to throw in an extra Atari because, well, I had already, and I didn't feel like listening in the first place because it was broken. But we'll show off the 3 good Ataris. Well, supposedly good. I haven't tested them yet, but they shouldn't be that hard to fix. They're broken. Well, we got 2 4 switches. Here's one of the 4 switch Ataris. It's the nice wood grain model. Yeah, well, they're almost all wood grain, except unless it's a Vader model, which we will get back to that again here in a moment. This is another 4 switch. Some of these I've already cleaned up. If you ever want to clean one of these, the best way to do it is to dismantle it first. Be careful at the bottom of them when you do this. Well, I mean by careful as you wash and make sure there's no label here, it's going to fall off. You can actually clean the top of these just fine in dish detergent. Basically take it to your sink, grab a sponge or a scrub brush and just scrub it. It's the best way to make them clean. And makes them look very, very nice too. As you see, this thing looks close to brand new as everyone be after being around since probably the early 80s. Over there. There was also a 6 switcher, which is my first one actually. And actually, that was the first time I actually have received the actual 4 switch Atari. I actually have a series video here at the house, which I got at Midwest Gaming Classic 2010. So those are the first time I ever actually got a Atari 4 switch. This is the first time I ever got a 6 switch Atari of any model. And finally and lastly, I got this thing. I'm going to show it to you in a moment. It's a Vader. As you see, it's got a broken switch, missing broken switch. This is the one that the dude decided to throw in for free because it was broken. Historically, with me and getting Vaders basically mean it's an all-black Atari 2600. You see, it's compare this to a wood grain 4 switch. It's it's all black, and it's actually official variation, official color option for the Atari at the time. But historically, with me and Vaders, I've got them always broken. I have another Vader at the house. I can, maybe if you guys are really interested, I'll show a picture of it later. But that Atari was completely just trashed. I mean, it's like someone took it and just banged it in the dumpster, because it was actually found in the dumpster. So historically, I've got Vaders. They've been broken, but thankfully this one's is fixable. And the motherboard out of the one that was just completely trashed, I can still pull parts of it, so I should be able to fix these switches right here. But yeah, it's a little harder to find Atari 2600 than the wood grain 4 switchers or even the Series 84K, which is also harder to find itself. I also got a bunch of 2 sets of paddles and one CX40 Atari stick, which is very nice because I never had one, because I've always had is the Flashback 2 controllers. Alrighty. Starting our way to Goodwill finds. There's one Goodwill find I don't have here. It was a Myst 10th Anniversary Edition DVD set, which basically had Myst, Riven, and Exile on 3 DVDs. So I don't have that here. I couldn't find it, but it gives you want to see what it looks like, go look on eBay or Google, whatever. You'll find a bunch of pictures of it. One thing here, I don't have it all here with me, but I went to a Goodwill locally, And for brand new, they had a little a device that you can put in plug and plays that allows you to run them on wall power. This is it right here. The rest of it's at the house, which is the power cord, everything else, but this is just the actual adapter. It works on almost all plug and plays, regardless of brand, because this is a Jack Specific model. This is made by Jack Specific, but they designed it to work on almost all plug and plays that have double A's, and yes, it takes 4 of double A's. So you plug the power in right here, you plug it into the wall, and you can just play your games. It screws and everything else, and it actually works very nice. So yeah, I didn't feel like taking this off of here, so it's like later on because it's a royal pain install, but it works. But going back to DayCon, we didn't spend all our time at DayCon throughout the day because I went with some friends. So we went to some other stores nearby in Clarksville, went almost all the way over to Fort Campbell practically, and well, Clarksville is next to Fort Campbell, Kentucky. So they went to the pawn shops and they told me about a Goodwill nearby. Well, we couldn't go to that Goodwill because we had to get back to Goodwill. There was a Smash Brothers tournament later. So we went back to the convention to play the Smash Brothers tournament. We both lost in the first round, so we figured we got more time to kill before Dreamland and Professor Shy Guy played the convention last night. So we went back to that Goodwill. At this point, I finally got my money put back in the bank, so I was able to enjoy some actual spending time actually now. So when we get to Goodwill, this thing ready to do over here. I have no interest in looking for any clothes really. If I'm going to go something like that, I'm going to go straight for electronics art, and so that's what I did. I looked through all their smaller odd electronics, trying to see what I can find. I mean, I found a few controllers hanging on the wall, but nothing like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. I mean, I was looking for consoles, maybe older electronics, just something that I can collect or hang on to I think is cool. Well, at that point I got bored and I said, I'm going to look through the large stacks of electronics, which like receivers, DVD players, VCRs, God knows what else. So I'm looking through there, I'm looking through one stack, and I look to my left, and just trying to see what's right in the next stack, because I'm starting to figure that there's nothing here whatsoever, and I noticed on the disc tray of this one particular item, it said compact disc interactive. It didn't click on me first what it was, because all thing that clicked in my mind is, this is not right, please investigate. So, this is what I found. This is something I never honestly thought I would ever find randomly in the wild, whether it be locally or not locally. This is a Philips CDI. I didn't realize it when I read this right here, which is this compact disc interactive as a CDI. It just, my mind registered as, something's wrong, please investigate. And I started looking at the front of it, and I noticed it had that's right there, the player, the input port, which made me start realizing, is this what I think it is? So I started reading, you see right here, and it says CDI 910. And of course, I'm like, oh my gosh, did I just really find this thing randomly at a Goodwill I've never been to except for this one time? And yeah, of course I did. It's just, but this, I mean, I have never seen one of these before in the wild. I mean, I might have seen one once when I went to Midwest Gaming Classic in 2010, but that was a large convention where they have people bring their console collections out to show off. I don't go around here locally or even in the area and expect to find this. Now, granted, Fort Campbell, Kentucky is next to Clarksville, so it's possible this thing was, was at one time owned by a former member of our U.S. military, or maybe a family member, or just someone who lives in the Fort Campbell area, because there's money to be made, money in the area. So, I got home last night. I tested it with my Professor Shy Guy CD. The thing works as much as I can test. I don't have any controllers for it, nor do I have any software for it, so I can't fire up a piece of software and see if the actual hardware side of this thing works. I mean, when I mean by hardware, I mean will it actually load up a program and run it? So I can't test that, but I do know that it will boot. It will show me basically the main menu. And then you put the CD in, and of course it showed me the CD menu, and I'm able to control the CD menu, the CD with the buttons on the front here. But yeah, it works. As far as my knowledge, I can tell right now. As for the price, it was labeled originally as $9.99, but that day at Goodwill, it was everything that has a yellow tag is 50% off. So this guy went from being $9.99 to $4.99, which is basically $5. but I couldn't find any power cables to test it when I got there. So I mean, I took it home. I mean, like I said, it works. So I took the gamble on it for $5 because I'm almost convinced this is probably the first time and the last time in a long time, if not ever, at least around here, I will ever see one of these again. So this is another addition to my lovely console collection. And it's also my biggest one. Up to now, the biggest consoles I had was either the 2600s, either one of the 2600s, my INTV System 3, or my Xbox. But now I have this thing, which is right up there the size of my LD player, which is the Pioneer CLD V2400. This guy is right up there with the size of it. So I mean, this is a very large console. So yeah, hopefully I'll make some more videos here relatively soon. If you guys are interested, I have a video I filmed back in February that I haven't uploaded yet. It was a Wii U Zombie U Deluxe set bundle I unboxed. If you're interested in that, leave me a comment below, and I'll have it uploaded almost very, very quickly if you guys want. I mean, I already had the video recorded. I mean, I had to edit it a little bit because there were some things in there I talked about, but I need to edit it back out of it. So it shouldn't take that long to get it up if you guys want to watch it. But yeah, I'm Nightwheel. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully more will come soon, and catch you guys later.